Hi, I'm Winter. I'm the developer of Catamyst, which is an action roguelike game releasing August 19th on Steam. Today, I'm just going to kind of do a bit of a let's play and the developer commentary of the game, take you through the start of the game, some of the core mechanics and features, and just show you what the game's about. Um, this is the title screen. As you can see in the bottom right, it says development build. This game is still in development. It's 0.9, so it's really close. So a lot of things need plugging in still. You'll hear that there's no main menu music. You can hear the button sound. Um, but we're just waiting to get that all in. So you might see some missing assets, sprites, um, sound effects, and stuff. But it will be there released. Don't worry. So let's just go ahead and start the run. You see we have a map screen. Right now there's only the one map, and that's because more maps will be added later on through DLC. Um, but the main game is focused on the one map. But the features are built in for the future. On the right, we have other tabs for customizing your run. So rituals are run modifiers. They change up the run and how you play it. I'm not going to show any today, but when you get the game, you can kind of view them here and view how you unlock them with different challenges and achievements. We'll be going as normal. And then artifacts are items that you can take. You can take one per run, um, and they just have little effects that kind of enhance your run, change your playstyle, give you a lifeline if you need it. So this one we have Force Crystal, and again, it doesn't have the sprites in yet, but you get this one for free, and it just pushes enemies away, giving you a bit of time to escape. We'll take that one. Let's start the run. So here's your main game HUD. At the top left, you can see we have health, standard health bar, information about the run, and then your total viz. Viz is the currency in this game which you get from defeating enemies, and I'll show what it's used for later on. Below this, you also have the molecule bar. Molecules are a core feature of this game, as the game revolves around using molecules to create potions. And then you're using the potions to defeat the waves of enemies. You start off with 5 of each molecules, except for gold. And gold's a bit of a special case, it's a rare molecule. You'll see uses for it later on. And you have one potion to start. Visval is your standard potion. It doesn't have a recipe. You can't craft any because it's infinite, but it's really weak and it can't be upgraded. You can level it up, but it's not affected by modifiers, which you'll see when we pick an upgrade. You also have your artifact bar. You have the force crystal. Can't currently use it between waves, but we'll show off in the wave. Let's start. We go over to the obelisk. Normally there's dialogue tutorial, but I've turned that off just for the playthrough. Alright, so from here you can use your viz to unlock the potion. Unfortunately, we don't have enough, so we'll have to play away first. There's also a shop where you can spend your viz and mess around with some molecule conversion and stuff. We'll look at that later as well, because that's a bit more complex. We'll start by just starting the wave. So start the wave, you're essentially siphoning some of the magical energy from the obelisk and turning it into an upgrade. So at the start of every wave, you'll get 2 enchantments for free. As you can see here, some of them don't have sprites. Again, I'm working on it. They just all need to be plugged in. You can see the ones down here, they have little glyphs represent them. The bottom 3 will always be novice, so the lowest tier of enchantment. You can pick 2 of any upgrade. At the top, you have a higher tier upgrade. It'll guaranteed either expert or master. But with this, you have a negative modifier called a hex. And that means there's a bit of risk to taking the more powerful enchantments. So this one we don't really want anyway. It's not really worth putting the health up. So we'll take 2 of these. So these are pretty standard. They increase your stats. This one, movement speed. When you hover over the enchantment, there's a little examine pop up, so it'll just tell you what the effect does. So I think potion damage doesn't affect the Visvar, Because you can see it says trait, and the trait pure means that it's not affected by power type enchantments, which you can see down here. We'll take throw cooldown and movement speed 1 up. So the main gameplay in this is enemies will spawn in, and you're navigating around them as they spawn. We've got some pretty unlucky spawns here. And you're throwing potions at them, and you can see you've got a little radius. And they're coming in pretty fast here, actually, for wave 1. So we're just throwing potions at them, and when they die, they drop Viz and molecules. We can pick them up, and they'll show up here. This is your main way of gathering resources and currency. You also have these little mushrooms which shoot projectiles at you. You gotta dodge them at the same time as dodging the crowds. I'm playing this real time. I'm not very good at commentating and playing at the same time. You can also see on the left, when you successfully hit an enemy with a potion, you get XP for it. And when a potion levels up, it gets more damage. Or, if it's a potion with an effect, one of its other modifiers will also level up. So, let's just finish off the wave here. Pretty simple wave. And then, one more hit. So, the mushrooms aren't standard enemies. So, you don't technically have to kill them. You only have to kill the tree stump guys, which are called barks. So, we finished the wave. All of the resources dropped came to us. So, we don't have to go and gather them all in the end. We have 53, luckily. So, we can unlock a new potion. So, that costs 50 Viz. You can skip the selection if you want, but it wastes the Viz. You get given the choice of 3 potion options. Oh, what do we have here? We got some pretty good options here, actually. Vial of Dirt. So it's a pretty middling potion in terms of damage, but it has a large splash radius, so each potion has a secondary effect that makes them unique. Large splash radius is good because it hits more enemies at once, which is effectively more damage. Carbon Dioxide, its trait is crit damage. So when you roll a critical hit, it will do 50% more damage than other potions. So it's quite a nice buff if you're going for a crit build. Finally, we have Stainless Steel, which is also pure. Similar to the Viz Vial, it's not affected by power modifiers, so its damage won't go up through upgrades. But it's got a really strong base damage. So it's a good potion to take early on, a quick damage, but it does fizzle out eventually. We'll go for Vial of Dirt. I love Vial of Dirt. And once you choose a potion, you go for the Catalyst. As you can see, Catalyst, again, the sprites aren't all here. And what you do is you pick a Catalyst and it will attach to the potion, just to give it a modification. We got quite lucky and rolled a Master Catalyst here. These ones are quite complex, but the diluted one, honestly one of my favorites. You get twice as many potions when you craft, but its damage gets reduced. So you can see it's 27. Do that. Okay, it still says 27 because it hasn't updated it yet. It's got its own separate modifier. But you can see when we craft it's +6. It's normally +3. So you can see the catalyst here. So any catalyst can be attached to any potion, which means there's a ton of different combinations of effects you can have. There are catalysts that, increase the splash radius of potions, so you can have this even bigger. You can see we now have a count next to the potion where we're throwing, and it follows our mouse no matter where we go. It's quite nice. And whenever we want to start the wave, we can press the button. There's also a shop. Now this is quite a complex screen, and the tutorial helps. But you can spend Viz to buy enchantments, the standard ones that you've seen before. Or you can buy charms, which don't have sprite yet. And charms are temporary wave effects. So they only last for a wave, or they're one-off. You can get some healing back, or you can get some speed for the next wave, or your potions can level up faster. You can also buy an artifact, if you want. One of the ways to unlock the artifacts. And on the right, you can transmute your molecules. I won't go too deep into this. Basically, you can convert molecules into essence, and then with the essence, you can convert it into new form. The way to use up molecules that you're not interested in, or just buy one viz. Okay, so now we got our new potion. We can craft a ton. Outside of waves, your craft cooldown is really fast. When you're in a wave, it's relatively slow to encourage pre-wave preparations. Okay, so we have here. We actually got a master enchantment, which is really nice. It does come with a brewing ban, but we already brewed a ton of potions. Let's increase our potion damage as well. So, yeah, waves come in again. They can sometimes spawn in groups. Oh yeah, as you can see, our damage is reduced here. But our hit radius is really high. As the potion levels up, Catalyst modifier, so you see in red it says 50%. That will go down to make the potion stronger, to encourage you to level up more. And as you see, we leveled up the potion. Our damage went up, and the modifier went down. This potion's quite strong early on, because there's a good amount of enemies here. And there's already a lot of protectors coming, we just got hit by one. So you don't have to take out these mushrooms, but you do get molecules and viz, so it's worth your while to go out of your way. And there we go, click complete. So that's the core part of the gameplay for Catamyst, to be honest. There's more enemies, there's mini bosses and main bosses. And there's more opportunities for enhancing your builds and progression later on. I'm not going to show them off yet. You'll be able to find out when you play the game on release. Yeah, I think that's all I want to show today. I hope you enjoyed this look at Catamyst. I've been working on this game for 10 months, I think. Not as long amount of time in the grand scheme of things for the games industry, but I put a lot of time into this game, and I'm very excited for it to come out. This game drops August 19th on Steam. There'll be a link in the description for all the audio you've heard today that's come from the audio director that I'm working with, Kochu. So I'll put her channel and all of her links below if you want to go check out her music. And yeah, please feel free to wishlist the game on Steam. It really helps out with pushing the game in the future. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy Catamyst when it releases.